What's up, you guys? I'm Robert Arrington. This is Deer Meat for Dinner, and this is the uncensored version. And I appreciate you being a part of it. Here's my buck. He ain't the biggest buck in the world, but I sure am proud of him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6-pointer. This is like the coolest gimbal ever. I will be buying one of these for our camp ASAP. So this video is for you, and I hope you are interested in deer hunting, and maybe this is the year that you kill your first deer. I've already gutted this deer, so there's no guts, everything's taken care of. And what I'm showing you is how I would clean a deer if there was no cameras and no nothing. It was just me and John out here hanging out, having a good time, and using my woods and water. That knife is specifically designed and made for cleaning deer and alligators. Take your knife. The first cut, just cut him right there. Don't even go all the way up. See how long the blade is? Nice, thin, long blade. It'll get up under that hide and follow this crease just like that. Go all the way up past the elbow. Keep following it straight up. Don't listen or don't think about all you've ever heard about going down the middle. Just follow this right here. If you can see, that blade is under the skin, and it's like creating a guide, and it'll follow it all the way up just like that. That's what you're looking for. Once it's all the way up here, you can take your blade and come around. There you go. Now, what's happening is you're not getting hair all over your meat. And I do this really easy whenever I'm not trying to film it, but I want y'all to see what I'm doing here. Up here, this skin will peel real easy. Peel it down off the knee. Now you have see how there's no hair there? That's what you're looking for. And just gently, just skin a little bit of this out. And enjoy this process when you and your buddies or you and your family are out around camp. This is where the fun is. Set a campfire right there. Have some cocktails or drinks or food. This is where the cool stuff happens. When you clean your game, you're connected to it. Then whenever you go home and you process it and you cook it, you're connected to it, and I guarantee you it will taste better to you. Am I lying?
Not at all.
This is Greg. This is one of the guides here that works really hard making sure everything happens right. And it's just really cool getting to travel around and meet people the way I've got to meet people. But you see how that worked? Too easy. And then you just start skinning that out. And this blade has a little bit of a rounded edge to it, and it holds its edge for a long time. Sharpen it once, go to work. Just like that. Now, I've already done that side. Now, come underneath, just like that. You don't want to cut from the outside in. Cut from the inside out, otherwise you're gonna get hair everywhere. If you eat wild game and it tastes gamey, chances are you ate meat that had hair on it. Hair will turn any meat gamey. See this? It's gonna flow right over the back. You don't want to cut where the hair is. The whole goal is to skin this animal out and have no hair on the meat, which is what we just did. So now just grab your fingers and roll that hide inside out. Good. Just like that. All right, so now that the deer is skinned out, I'm gonna loosen this up and start quartering them out. Look how perfect that meat is. That is a beautiful front shoulder. So this is Chano. This is the camp chef. You've done a great job, man.
Thank you.
No, I'm seriously, every morning, every lunch, every dinner, you've done a freaking great job. And I want to tell you that I sincerely appreciate it.
I appreciate it myself. It's a pleasure.
So, back to cleaning the deer. Got the front shoulder off. That will expose this back strap. And just use this knife, come right down there. Just like that. Follow it. Right along that spine. Take your finger here. You're gonna follow this down with one nice even cut. Just like that. And follow them ribs. Just like that. Use your thumb to peel it away. Now, Chano,
Yes.
on a piece of beef, what I'm cutting out right now, if you were to cut this into steaks, that would be the New York strip.
Okay.
This is the back strap. On a piece of cow, it's a New York strip. But on wild game, we call it back strap. That's probably the most sought after piece of meat on any piece of wild game. This is your flank. We'll come in here and just cut this right there. Cut it down. Now, you don't want to cut through these. That's your tenderloins. On a piece of beef, that's your filet mignon. Use your thumb to roll it. It's a very tender piece of meat, and it should come out quite easily. There it is. This fat is not attached, so you can just take your fingers, peel it right off. And in the South, we call that the hanging loin or the tenderloin. How pretty is that? And we'll just take this. How you like that? That's my chef knife. And we'll just, beautiful piece of ribs. Nice, huh?
Very nice.
That's your ham, tenderloin, back strap, ribs, front shoulder. I cut the neck meat off with the front shoulder. Now we'll just repeat the process on the other side. And to me, man, this is what deer camp is all about. It's about the fellowship and the friendship and the camaraderie and enjoying camp together, you know? Once you get up here, take your thumb and just sort of like start peeling it out. This is amazing piece of meat. So take your time and get it done right, you know? You want all of it.
I've done a beef stroganoff.
Really?
Back strap.
Look at that. Pretty, huh?
Yeah.
Now, again, cut that flank. Make sure you don't cut into that tenderloin. Cut right here at the base of your ham. Just like that. Now, if you don't know it's there, it may be hard to really get this. Hold that for 1 second. And then just take your fingers. Tenderloin, y'all. Pretty. And when you're cutting those ribs, cut right along the spine there. Yeah, pretty. The reason I started up here, look, you don't see any hair on the meat. That's what you're looking for. Now let's quarter this out. Come right here, cut at a 45 angle right there. Right there. Then, right here on this side, come down and cut at a 45 right there. Just there. Now back here, come around. There'll be a bone right here. Follow that around. Just like that. right down. Just cut that right there. Roll it around here. Done. 2 perfect hams. Now granted, there is a hair right there, but there's very, very few. I hope you enjoyed this. I know sometimes it may get repetitive whenever I'm processing a deer or a hog, but I hope each time you get to see just something a little new, maybe a little angle that you didn't see before, and I hope you understand how much this means to me. Scouting, hunting, making the shot, trailing the deer, skinning the deer, processing the deer, cooking the deer, eating the deer. It all makes you connected to your food, and it makes it real. You know, no matter how much I love to go buy a piece of steak and eat that steak, I don't know where it came from. I don't know anything about it. I know exactly where this was when it died. I know who cut it, and I know who processed it, and I know who's gonna cook it. That's me. And I appreciate you guys being a part of my life and a part of my channel. I love you. Take care. God bless. We're gone. But I will see you in the kitchen. Thanks, John.